That's one of my favorite characters of anybody we have up there. Obviously, Dead Sexy is among the guy that does this number. Your buddy?
God damn, I hate when you start the podcast talking about a video that only fucking 10 people can see while the rest of these people have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
I can see it.
Hey,
I matter.
We're here. We're queer, and we're ready to do episode 124. Now, this week... Yeah, you're not queer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that.
You're not queer.
Matt's not queer.
You're not queer.
Well, there you go, ruining things again. And the introduction for Matt. This guy is one of the worst podcast people ever. All right? I mean, I do it with him every week. I love it. But, you know, Matt's
He's on the screen.
God, he wasn't before. He wasn't before.
Do you think Matt requires a big, giant intro?
It's not about Matt. It's about me.
Man?
This isn't Matt's podcast. This is our podcast, and I want to make it exciting and fun.
We'll start over then.
And what?
Calm down, Sparkles.
Yeah. Hey, Sparkles. The calendar behind Chris is Richard Simmons' calendar, and it says behind it, always remember to sparkle for May. So you guys out there, our listeners, our 22 listeners, remember to sparkle this month.
What would you caption that is? Because
May
I've got a perfect caption. My caption would be, just try it once. You might like it.
That is a good try. Just try it once, gang.
Good open
I don't know
arms.
what I get with.
Just try it once,
Nor do I give a shit. Hey, we were supposed to have our man Nathan here this week, old doll hands himself, and he backed out the last second because, as you were telling us, he deep throated it too quick, right?
Well, apparently he was trying to deep throat, and he started with a really big cock.
He went big cock right off the
You
bat.
have to. It's just
Rookie
like when
mistake.
you do. It is because when you do anal stuff, we all know you start with the pinky. You work your way to the index finger, maybe a thumb, small toy. You don't start with a big dick.
Yeah.
Nate must have started with a big dick because it tore his fucking throat.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to talk ever since he fucking went down on Leroy. I mean, that's crazy shit. But and you know who knew that black would go both ways with him? We knew he preferred black women, but he also prefers black men.
He does.
So once you go black, you never go back.
It's
It goes
true.
swings
But I
both
think
ways.
It goes both ways.
I think the reason that black men prefer Nate is the same reason I do.
Small hands?
It looks huge.
Yeah.
In the pictures.
Well, is that the same reason you prefer yourself?
No, that's why
You guys are matching
I've
hands.
asked Nate for years, will you do me a favor and just wrap your hands around the base one time and let me get a dick pic? It's going to look monstrous.
But you guys have
you
the same size hands, so it would look the same.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. We do have the exact
Yeah,
same
it
size
wouldn't
hands.
have actually changed it at all. Hey, but at least Nate would have touched your dick. You know, so you had that going
It's
for
a
you.
friend thing.
Yeah.
It's like if I walk into a fucking let's say the three of us are out at a bar and some millionaire walks up to us and says, "Hey,
Fucking hate bars.
you hate bars. You're stupid." But some millionaire walks up to us and says, "Hey guys, I'm trying to finish that bottle of Louis Trey there at $400 a shot. I'm going to buy you guys all a shot." And he ended up buying us all two, and I had two. And I come in to take a leak in the bathroom. There's nowhere to set my Louis Trey down. Wouldn't one of you pull it out for me and hold it?
No.
I'd probably hold the drink first. You know, if I had the decision to hold your
There
drink.
you go, getting logical.
Why would I hold your dick?
Why would you get logical on me?
See, this is the thing, is I think I could trick him into doing it. Hey, man, I'm holding these things. Can you pull my dick out?
Oh, you're holding them too. Just use your teeth.
This podcast has no room for logic in it.
All right.
It just doesn't have it.
sorry.
Just pull it out for me and hold it.
It comes natural. I don't get it.
It
yeah,
does.
but Nate did ruin our, despite his dick sucking adventure and the fact that he can't speak now, he did ruin our podcast because we were, and I'm saying this to set something up for later. This was supposed to be the heavyweight podcast. All right, all big guys. And that's what we were called as a craps crew by, I think, a couple of our customers. We were called the heavyweights. So we're going to have some fat jokes along.
A lot of them.
Yeah, so
And I had fat questions.
enjoy fatties.
And I was really excited
We're missing
because
one of our fatties.
me
Yeah.
was going to be the light guy of the group.
Yeah, and that's very rare in your life.
It is.
Yeah.
It fucking is.
Pretty sure you still are right now.
Well, yeah, you're still a light guy. But either way.
3 is better than 2, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you're
It's like if I'm in a room full of people, it's a lot better than just, me and someone else.
Very
standing
true, very true. So Nate basically ruined everything this week.
there. Thanks, Nate.
He's a piece of shit. But it is what it is. We just got to move on with our lives.
Speaking of porn, I was on a game last night, and I was talking about. I was talking to one of the dealers on the game. I'm not going to say his name because this guy would probably report me or do whatever.
Oh yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Anyways, go on.
He said he's got a Hustler magazine with Jenna Jameson's autograph on it. I I would think that would be a cool thing to have.
For one of these things, I already know who you're talking about. Well, I won't say his name or anything. It's just a good guess of who would actually have something like this. But what was your question? How much is it worth?
No, it probably isn't worth dick.
No.
But the whole thing is, people collect autographs. And I think a porn autograph from someone like her, who is arguably the biggest ever.
Well, she's definitely she was one of the first mainstream folks, though.
Yeah, and she was
People to
the
make
biggest.
mainstream.
She went from porn to mainstream stuff. Not
I think
movies
anyone that
or
cares
anything.
about any autograph is a fucking dish.
I don't care
Like,
about
it's just
autographs.
I hate.
I'm not an autograph
I don't
guy.
give a fuck about your signature, dude.
Hey, how we looking? Love them autographs.
Yeah, I just don't get autographs.
No, I've never been.
I
an
have other
autograph
friends
hound.
like that. My friend who's you think he have his shit together, he's a cop, but he still chases around these fucking athletes trying to get their signatures and waits in these 3-hour lines, and it's like, what?
Well, I find it a little.
Like-
I find it a little different with sports memorabilia.
like these guys are younger than me at this point. Fuck you.
I think sports memorabilia is a little different.
I think anything. I don't care who it is. I don't want your.
If
I
it
don't
makes
want your autograph.
if it makes it valuable.
I mean, I might look forward to like hanging out with some, different kinds of celebrities, but I don't want them to just sign something and say hello. Fucking.
You know what always got me?
To
when,
Jason.
Yeah.
Thanks.
when these girls would go to like
I
Motley
usually
Crue
hate
shows,
fatties,
but I like you.
but I like you.
You're gonna. You did get an autograph.
Dear
Yeah.
Keyshawn, I
I was-
normally don't hang out with the coloreds spelled wrong, but with you, it's okay.
Yeah, I got an autograph from Chris, but I didn't ask for it. That was unsolicited. That's like most people's dick pics. Those are unsolicited. I did not want it. They just popped up.
I've never sent an unsolicited dick pic. I've sent many. And it's not like these girls were begging for it. I really want to see it. It was like, yeah, I'll take one. It was one of those deals. No one's ever
So
said,
you're like the Louis C.K. of dick pics. Like you're not sending them unsolicited, but you're politely asking if they say yes, they're going to get one
oh, they're getting one.
before
yeah.
you can even read the word yes. That's
Now,
already
wait.
on its way.
Now wait, you may not send them via text message, but you do ambush dick pic.
You do ambush dick pic, but you do that. I don't know.
I
if-
do that to my friends.
And I
as a
don't know
joke.
if he does that to women as much. I don't know. Probably. Even
No.
He's part rapist. But
I don't do that because you could end up in hot water for that.
Yeah, but I've seen you do it to one, but that didn't count.
That one?
I'll give
Come
you.
on.
I'll give you a break. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's never going to fuck me, ever. I'm working on a new dick pic thing. I want to check the intelligence of my viewer. I'm working on doing one outside and making a dick pic sundial and seeing if you could tell what time it is by the dick pic sundial.
What now?
A dick pic sundial.
I get
That's what
that,
I'm
but
working on.
you're gonna put a big dick pic in your yard?
No, I'm going to stand outside, take a dick pic, and judging by the shadow of the dick, you tell me what time it is.
Where are you
That's-
doing this at? You live in an apartment complex. This is gonna get you arrested.
No, because I got a balcony that's real private.
Yeah, that's what my friend thought. He remember the peeper. That was when he originally got busted. Was on his balcony with his dick out. So
Well, it's not like the kids that live above me or below me are really going to care.
they're kids, actual kids.
I got kids living above me, so
yeah.
I'm not. But I'm
Yeah,
saying
let's-
they can't see. There's concrete there; they can't see.
Yeah, you should get somewhere safe, like a public park.
Dick pic sundial.
But if the balcony's above you, there's not going to be any sun shadow cast because the
Yeah, the shadow will come in from the side.
well, that's definitely.
I don't know if I'm going to get a good.
You got to take it from a certain angle for the sundial thing to work. I don't know how sundial
I
works.
think you just have to take it from directly above.
and then see where the. But wouldn't your shadow be there then?
No, not if I move the camera forward and just get dick in there.
I don't know how you're just going to get
I'm just
shadow.
trying, I'm
though.
trying to be innovative.
I know, I get it. I'm just trying to figure out the scientific way how to make a dick pic sundial. Like, I'm interested.
Well,
I'd like to. I mean, I don't want to see your dick, and I don't want to see your sundial. But
the
I'm
great
interested.
innovator of homeless and really homeless.
But I feel like this would be a great segment for Ryan. You can ask him.
Ryan
I figure
would
he might know.
research it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I mean, yeah, and then he's got a porch that he gets his butt eaten on. You could probably do it there.
he does it with his children inside. I'm not down with that.
We were at a carnival yesterday, and we got yelled at by a kid for cussing. Me and Ryan were there just...
F word.
No, well, we said gay. We weren't even cussing. This little fuckface not only cut to get where he was behind Kane, then he got about an inch behind Kane. It was super awkward. I thought Kane may have knew him at first. Turns out he didn't. He turned around and he's like, what the fuck? And then this kid, when Kane turned around and said, what the fuck? He skipped ahead of Kane, went ahead of him, and then he went 5 more spots ahead when it was all said and done, this little fucking parentless kid. Then he turns around and tells me and Ryan to stop cursing. We weren't cursing. I said gay. That's all I said. Gay's not a cuss word.
Yeah,
and then, but then after
Ryan probably said cunt, fuck, shit.
no,
piss,
he
balls,
didn't.
cock.
We were just having a regular conversation about balloon animals, and I happened to say gay during that conversation.
He made a gay one with a
makes
dick.
sense, you know what I mean?
It
Balloon
does.
animals are kind of gay,
Yeah.
and But anyways, then
Jason hates clowns.
We turned it up like 10 seconds later. Ryan pointed out that we're talking about hookers and chlamydia and everything else. So we're not kid carnival people. You know, it's just not my
or PTA probably, or you
Yeah.
know, kids recital of any kind.
It didn't work out that well, but you know, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I can see it. Well, welcome one and all. As I ruined, special guest Hat Mudson, who later will be sharing his recipe for chicken tartare. And if you've never had chicken tartare, you are going to learn the ins and outs. Chef's choice. It's going to end up in one of those boxes that you get by mail.
The last time that Shingo had chicken tartare, let me tell you what he said.
Poor Shingo. He pukes so easy.
He pukes so much.
He does. It's so easy.
So much.
Raw chicken, alcohol. I mean, goddamn,
fuck.
dude. Get a constitution.
You so weak.
You so weak. You so pussy. Hey, you know what we do got this week? So we'll go ahead and just get right into it.
Hey, love you, Harry guy, for the dedication.
Yeah, obviously we have, and
I mean, still a dork.
Damn, I still can't find this.
Still a dork, but I mean, plays darts.
He's a total fucking nerd.
Hey, who wants to go play a steel tip?
But he's
tournament?
our dork.
Email.
Hey, fuck faces. By the way, go ahead and write us. Right now, at the bottom somewhere on the screen right now, I'm going to put up later, it's going to have our email address. So look there. It is nevertrustafartpod@gmail.com. Not podcast, pod. Nevertrustafartpod@gmail.com. You can still get us at shutupcincinnati.com or shutupcincinnati@gmail.com, rather.
I thought of a way to extort people for our benefit.
Extort, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm not opposed to extortion if you get something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the whole point of extortion.
Yeah, it is. It's not exactly like blackmail. It's not exactly like blackmail.
It's like a nicer version.
Because all these fucking people that listen to our podcast regularly and don't want to fucking subscribe and shit because of their families worrying about them, if they don't
Do you
start
think that's
writing
the only
in,
reason? Maybe they just don't like it.
maybe. But I'm thinking of going on Facebook and making a big post thanking all these people for being such regular listeners.
And tagging them, huh?
Tagging them, and that way it'll get to all their family, and I'll even put the newest podcast down and some really fucked up clips, and they're going to say, God, you listen to that?
Some people Some people in the past have listened to us apparently just to try to get us fired. Fuck you, cunt. Didn't work.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
And told everybody about it. You got to listen to these guys. They're gross.
Gross. Ew. Anyways, the hairy guy wrote us, hey, pigeon-toed fucks. Pigeon-toed. I'm not pigeon-toed.
Nor am I.
No, I mean, no pigeon-toes here. Yeah.
Bad intro, dude.
Swing and miss there, hairy guy. All right, after last week's Would You Rather, I was somewhat disturbed to know that Tees would rather get nutted on weekly than be perceived as a villain. All right, last week, to give you something, your Would You Rather is would you rather get nutted on the face once a week or cure cancer?
Right.
And you were curing cancer, so you could be the hero. I was not getting nutted on. Anyways.
It's not a villain, asshole. You're talking curing cancer.
But I wanted to combine two Would You Rathers to see what you choose from previous. All right. Would you rather get the money shot every week for the rest of your life in order to save cancer, or...
Save cancer?
Save cancer. Yeah, that is kind of funny. Yeah, I don't think...
I choose no on that one. I say no on that one. Yeah.
I don't think Harry Guy's much of a proofreader, because he called teams earlier, and I just
So if I get nutted on every week, cancer will still be around? I'm going to pass on that.
Would you rather get the money shot every week for the rest of your life in order to save cancer? We're assuming that he means save everybody with, or cure, or whatever. Or fuck any girl out of the 10 girls who are all 10s every week, but one of them has AIDS.
I'm not risking AIDS. I obviously have to go bareback in this scenario.
Yeah, you got a 10% chance, but you're doing this every single week.
No, because me, being a man of variety, I would take turns. I'd fuck them all.
Or I mean, if it's a 10, and then you knock the first one out, you get tested for AIDS, and you don't got it, you just keep fucking.
I don't think AIDS comes back in a week. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Is by the time if you found that you could have had that one, you fucked her that week, and go, hey, look, I don't got AIDS, and then a year later have AIDS, and that meantime you had fucked this lady fucking 52 times because you thought you were staying with the clean one. So this might not work out.
I don't want AIDS.
I don't want money
even though
shots.
I know it's curable.
Yeah.
Or treatable,
Yeah,
not
no,
curable.
treatable.
Treatable.
I
And
don't
I know
know if
that you don't
AIDS,
die
I
from
know
it anymore.
HIV is very, very treatable. Is AIDS still, once it goes over, once it flips the clock to fucking AIDS, I think all bets are off at that point, but I'm
No
not
idea.
positive.
Well, in that case, I'm going to die, so no. I am not going to do a Philadelphia 2 starring Chris Tees. It's just not going to happen. And
All
I'm
right.
never going to go to Miguel and say, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Miguel?
No, that was his boyfriend, Antonio Banderas.
Oh, okay, I got you. I seen Miggy last night. He tapped me on the back, give me the... Well,
Did
he's
he?
getting too skinny. He's starting to freak me out. Hey, Miggy, start eating again, dude. You don't
Hey.
look as good skinny.
Country singers are skinny.
Yeah, but he's weird skinny. He's starting to look gaunt in the face and
Is
shit.
he?
Maybe he's picking up the coke habit. Hey, good for you.
Maybe
Anyways,
he's got the AIDS.
Ooh, maybe he's got the AIDS. Yeah,
He
Miggy,
might have
Miggy
the
does
AIDS.
love slinging that dick.
He does, too.
He might have the AIDS. Poor guy. Anyways, you go to your friend's house to watch the game and have some beers. You go to use the bathroom. The bedroom door is open near where you're going, and you notice that your friend's girlfriend is strapped to the bed in some dominatrix-type setup. What do? I mind my own goddamn business.
Not me.
Okay.
What I do is like when you go into a party and you see like a really good bottle of alcohol or
Yeah.
or some food.
You ask for a try?
You say, is this for everybody or
Yeah.
is it just yours? I'd say the same thing. Is that for everybody or is it just yours?
Did he
If
say
says-
Did he say girlfriend or wife? Okay,
said
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
That does make a big difference.
You know, it's kind of like, hey, what kind of party is this? Are you gonna? Is that for everybody? Or?
I don't know what I do. I mean, if maybe I just go and pee on her because that's the only thing I've ever heard that's happened in that situation.
That's only Ryan.
Yeah, I know. So I just pretend like that's the only story I've ever heard, and I just go pee on her.
Well, the reason that I don't mind my own fucking
I mean,
business
I'm going to the bathroom
is
anyways.
because
I just
what
make a
if-
left turn instead of a right turn.
What if it is for everybody who he might want to take a turn? I'm going to put my hat in the ring and let him know that
Well, you could be a gentleman about
I'm,
it. You could
I'm
be
a
like,
willing person.
See, I'm
pardon me.
a number one. All right, I have no interest in being 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm first up,
I don't want to be frive either.
Fri-
But if I was frive, I'd be wearing a condom
man,
either way.
I don't want to hear speech fucking lessons from the guy with the lisp. Go fuck yourself.
You didn't even know I had one.
Yeah, but I'm an idiot.
I would just let it be known that if that is a party favor, I'm game.
No, I understand, but you don't mind being the third?
I'm not going to be the third if anybody's going bareback.
Okay, fair enough.
If everyone's wearing condoms, I'll be the 50th.
See, I still don't think I want to be the 50th, even with the
Depends
condoms.
on how hot she is.
I guess there's a lot of factors.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
still don't want to be the 50th. The factors are out the door at 50th. Do I want to be the third bareback? Then the hotness might come into factor.
Well, you're
50th
right.
is out. I'm
Because
not.
there's gonna be a lot of sweat on there
There's
and
just
probably
too-
some spit. Yeah.
50th is just not good.
Let's say I'll go top 5.
Plus,
if
how great could it
everybody's
feel
wrapped.
after 50?
The pussy really doesn't get huge after when that happens.
50, there's some
The outside
there's some
might get
loppiness.
swollen.
You've seen the porns where you got the gaping holes. Those aren't normal.
They close.
Eventually. Not when you're on 50.
Release the Kraken.
I would, like I said, I just maybe his girlfriend's got some
Hey,
weird
maybe the
kick
50th at an Asian porn.
Oh, 50,
just-
I'd be the first then.
49 tans and a fucking me, that's fine. That's
Asian porn, you wouldn't even be open.
well, I'm just saying, I can follow 49, so that's
Small
fine.
dicks. Like
Get
I
it?
said,
Asians have small dicks.
I would just want my hat tossed in the ring in case that was their thing. Hey,
Yeah,
and there's not going to be 50 guys over watching the game. You're probably talking half dozen.
but you're saying you're asking about the dominatrix.
I'm just.
I guess I am bringing it up.
I'm tossing it out there that I saw it, and if it is for everybody, I might be game.
I'll take my ticket.
Yeah. How about you, Matt?
I'm going to the bathroom. I'm leaving.
You're just leaving. You're getting out. I'm definitely not doing that. I want to see how this
No.
ends.
I'm not leaving the party.
Okay.
I'm going to the bathroom, and I'm like, there's a thing. Bathroom, back to the
That's
game.
kind of what I'm at, but I'm also going to bring it up just for funs.
He wouldn't leave the door open if he didn't want you to notice it. The door would be closed.
Maybe Clarence went to the bathroom first, and he fucking was looking through their shit and opened the door and then left it open. I don't know how it happened. It's not my business. Now, I would ask. I'm just not asking the same way as you are asking. I'm asking,
I'm
hey,
asking
what the hell's
them-
going on? You having fun? You're going, is it
Right.
my turn?
I didn't say is it my turn. I merely said, if in case you guys are living out some kind of fantasy here, count me in.
Hey, count
I'm
me
not
in.
saying I want to turn or else I saw it.
But they know
I'm not
you.
doing
You're
that.
the bull. They know you're already up for that. They're strong like bull.
Yeah, I'm definitely bringing it to the forefront.
All right. Question number 3. You're being asked to be in the best threesome of your life with your top 2 tens you've... Why is he always they're the tens? I just say women that are hot. Shut the fuck up, here we go. All right, anyways. Best threesome of your life with your top 2 tens you've ever actually known. Only catch is the day before you have had to get a Prince Albert piercing. What would you do? So in other words, you Tuesday you get a fucking Prince Albert. Wednesday you got to have this orgy.
I'm down 100%. It's not going to feel good. It's going to hurt.
Well, then why would you be down?
Because they're 2 tens.
Yeah, but I don't...
I'm a memory guy. If I do something fun sexually, I remember it.
I don't think it's going to be fun because your dick's going to be really hurting.
I can lick pussy.
That's true. I mean, if you can narrow it down to what we do and there doesn't have to be involved in the actual fucking, because even a blowjob might not be bad, you know?
Yeah, it might not be. I think if you're putting a big needle through the head of my dick, it's going to be sore for several days.
Yeah, but you can go maybe on the sides of the blowjob, you know, not the...
Lick the balls?
You can get some stuff in, is all I'm saying.
Absolutely, I'm down.
But I'm not down to fuck the day after a Prince Albert. It's just not going to be enjoyable for anyone. I feel like it's going to bleed on them. It's going to, it's just, ugh. I don't know. And then again, I've never...
A threesome with 2 tens does not come along every fucking day, man. You have to make sacrifices. I'm in.
But is it a threesome if you don't fuck?
Oh, I'm fucking.
Oh, you're just pain fucking.
You're talking just to say a Jessica Alba and fucking another hottie like that. I'm in, no matter what. You could be giving me a fucking ass piercing during. I'm in. You're never going to get that.
The mind is willing, but the flesh is weak.
The flesh wouldn't be weak if I had 2 beautiful, stunning women laying in front of me. The flesh would be there. It would be sore, but I've had sore sex before.
An ass piercing?
All I'm saying is that
one of those hoops. Get like a hoop in your ass, like a hoop ring.
Hey,
how come that hasn't happened yet?
Get a gauge for his asshole.
Oh, an asshole gauge.
See, I am not a piercing.
You think he poops fast now?
Oh,
I'm not pierced anywhere. I don't
think
have
you
any
can
piercings.
do it. You can't do an asshole gauge. I mean, I know, but you can do a hoop through an asshole, right? I wonder why it's never got done. Like a lip hoop?
I bet you it has got done by some fucking weirdo.
I don't know. I've never seen it. Let me look this up.
The answer is I'm definitely in. I mean, you're talking 2 of the most beautiful women ever. He's even said I could pick the 2. So I'm fucking down, man. So I'm going fucking Jessica Alba and Eva Mendes is what I'm going. And I'm in. I'm fucking in all the way. I'm ball deep. I'm eating stuff. I'm licking stuff. I'm taking lots of pictures. And then I'll recoup later. You know what? When you need to get a tooth pulled, you know it's going to hurt, but you do it anyway.
Yeah, I can't even find any pictures of any asshole piercings, so they may not pierce assholes.
I would type rectal piercing.
Rectal? No, you don't think my typing a butthole piercing is good enough?
Let's get medical on it.
All right.
Let's get medical.
All right. Well, there's a little bit more, but there's still nothing.
What's with the banana with a diamond ring on it?
I don't know, but either way, there's
gooch piercing.
There is gooch piercing. Gooch piercing is definitely a thing, and that's a ring. That's interesting. But there's no actual piercing of the buttholes. This is, on the internet, but the internet is everything, right?
Yeah, you guys could be innovating right here on this podcast.
Yeah, you want to get a butthole ring?
We'd be the first.
Yeah, we'd be the first. I know piercers. I mean, I could have a piercer come over here and put a ring in your butthole.
I smell another trivia contest.
Uh-oh.
No, see here.
Loser gets a butthole ring? Oh. No, I'm not down
I've got
for
a
that.
cock on my neck.
I'm literally not down for that.
Yeah, I'm not either. You telling me that you would say no to that?
A butthole ring?
No, I'm talking answering his question.
Oh, I'm done.
You're talking your 2 best-looking women.
I mean,
ever.
God, dude, that's just... Yeah, the thought passes, you're like, absolutely, this is not, like you said, this does not come along.
Ever.
But at the same time, it'd be such agony.
Not to me.
Not to me.
I mean, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt. But, oh my God, the stories you tell and the pictures. You're not lying.
the pictures of you with an absolute, I'm being tortured face. Ah!
I'm not. See, I can hide that. You're not. You've actually got a picture of the fish instead of doing this to the one that got away. You've got a picture. You're holding the fucker up.
I mean,
I'm in.
There's not butthole piercings. I'm doing more research, but there's some good stuff. This guy has his butt pierced, like the cheeks, but then he has them tied together. Now
With
you can,
shoelaces.
Yeah, with shoelaces. Now you can still shit like that because that's not actually where you poop out of. That's the top of your butt.
Yeah, but you can't spread them.
It'd be rough. It'd be real rough. And then a lot of people apparently, well, I don't know about a lot of people, but a lot of people on the internet that I've seen pictures of get the where the butt crack starts. I don't know what you call that, but a nice little surface piercing there.
Oh, on the top.
Yeah, like the top thing. This.
On the
Ooh,
coccyx.
that looks like that would
Ooh,
hurt so bad.
Is that one that goes all the way through?
Yes. All right, we're gonna be putting these pictures up. Nutrient butt piercing, and I'm a fan. I mean, I don't want to get it, but I'm glad someone's out there getting this done.
Isn't your fucking spine right there?
If you guys want to see what we're looking at, just Google butt piercing, and all the good ones will pop up. Yeah, so this lady has like a, I don't know what those are called, but the long barbell piercing going through the top of her butt crack into her butt crack. That is a rough piercing.
Yeah, I'm going to say no to that one.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking Jessica and Eva Mendes with a dick piercing.
And
I'm not thinking twice about it.
And I'm getting my butthole sewed up. Now look at this one. This one's a weird one too, because there's this 2 rings through each butt cheeks.
On either cheek and connected in the
And
middle.
connected in the middle.
Wow.
Spread them. I can't.
Body piercing roulette winner. That was a contest and she lost. Now we're
That girl
butt stapled
cannot do
together.
the electric slide.
That girl can't do a lot of things.
No, she's not going to weddings.
That really cripples you. I mean, no one ever really thought about it, but if you get your butt pierced together, it really cripples you in many ways.
In many ways.
Can't
You can't walk.
Can't ride a bike?
I mean, you walk really close, like one of those trying to hold
You
a poop
walk
walks
like
in.
you have to hold a shit.
Yeah, you walk like Chris Burns.
So, Harry Guy, I'm in. You arrange it. Let's go with, like I said, Eva Mendes and Jessica Alba. You do that. I'll let you pierce it.
Okay.
Fucking knitting needle.
Hey, he's got the steel tip.
He's got the steel tip.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I'll hold it up there and move it. You can try to pretend it's a 20, you fucking nerd.
180.
Triple 20.
Yeah, let me hold up a picture of me and 2 other fucking dorks holding up trophies in matching bowling shirts. God, you're a tool.
I do love the shirts.
Yeah, and the pride.
The pride.
Fucking Sam's Bar, 3rd place. Fuck yes. Fucking dork.
What a loser as I have my fucking fantasy football championship hanging behind me.
Who turned into
We're all fucking dorks in our own way.
Revenge of the
right?
Nerds
100%.
5, starring every dart player alive.
Yeah, I just don't know many dart dorks.
No, he
Actually, I
does.
do know. I know like 3. That's
I
way
know.
too many.
And 2 of them are not dorks like Harry Guy.
Who? Joff's not.
Joff's not a dork. He is now.
I mean, he's kind
Now
of a
that I
dork.
know
I mean,
it.
I like Joff. He's a really smart guy, but he's kind of a dork. I mean, come on. He goes to the Renaissance Festival. He has his own outfits.
Yeah, see, that's dork.
Yeah.
That's more dork than darts.
Yeah, that might be dorkier
If you
than
say,
Harry
hey,
Guy.
you got a gun to your head, I'm going to make you go to the Renaissance Festival with fucking full gear, eating turkey legs, talking old English,
Yeah.
or play darts. I'm playing darts.
You might have won me over with the turkey leg, but otherwise.
Yeah, but you'd have to say,
Don't break kayfabe.
someone would say, hey, where'd you get that turkey leg? Come hither, I shall show thee.
Yeah, he does that.
I ain't doing that.
Especially
and those
not in that
dorks
outfit.
fucking do that.
I know, it's the worst.
I went to a Renaissance Festival one time.
Not only that,
and
but-
the sword fights and shit were kind of cool, the jousting. But these fucking tards wearing the fucking colonial or the fucking medieval clothing and
Mm-hmm.
fucking holding plastic swords. I'm like, I'm going to punch you if you don't
Yeah.
get the fuck away from me.
Yeah,
I'm not interested in being knighted, you fucking tool.
That's
Get
about
away
as
from me.
nerdy as being at Disneyland with a fucking hat with ears on it, you know? Fucking nerd.
Kevin. Kevin Connor.
That's right. His
But
kids
happy
are having
birthday,
a blast
though.
at his
Connor.
grandparents.
His kids are having a blast.
Yeah.
Right now they're watching Dora.
Yeah. I heard
He's on the fucking Matterhorn.
I heard their grandparents have cable. It's a
I
great
bet you they're
time.
watching all the Disney Plus.
And those milk juice boxes.
They're probably sick of Disney. You know what I mean? He's probably making them watch Disney all the time. The kids are probably like, fuck this, man. Where's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Like, I want something that's not Disney.
Grandpa's
but
got
I do wanna-
Predator just sitting there.
Yeah.
I do want to do another challenge with you because I want some type of redemption for this cock on my
Well,
leg.
the problem is you're not going to win. But, I mean,
I
we can
am.
come up with a challenge. I mean, that's fine. I've always been available for it. You know, it's just a matter of
Yeah,
going.
but the last thing we talked about with the colored hair, I'm down for that. I think that would be funny.
I'm still fine with that.
Um,
I'll go pink.
yeah, I'll do like a purple or something. I'll do a...
No, you don't get the pick. I get the pick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And how long does that color have to stay in?
I don't know.
Until it fades away.
Yeah, until it fades away. What is that, a month?
Is that what it
2
is?
months? I don't know.
Oh, I
Depends
don't
on
know.
how much
No.
hair you got and how much haircut
How
you
much
get.
hair you can grow?
Oh, yeah, and you can't really grow much back probably, so that could be an issue for
I
you.
grow lots of hair.
Oh, yeah?
I don't have a ton,
Well,
but
then-
it grows. I mean, you've seen the afro when I haven't gotten a haircut in a few weeks.
It's true.
I look like David Cassidy. God rest his soul.
That's not a bad look.
No.
Hey, what else you got this week? Anything?
Well, I do want to just touch on the draft.
All right,
And I want to get
draft
your
it up.
opinions and see if
Just
your
the
opinions.
tip of the draft, really.
Yeah.
I've got a couple thoughts on the Bengals draft. Now,
Okay.
I was, first of all, I was real happy for UC at they have 6 guys go. I mean, that was big. Sauce Gardner went
5,
4th.
I believe, but it was the 3rd out of any college.
Yeah, it was huge.
Like the whole Georgia team got drafted.
Yeah,
and
all
then,
their defense.
yeah, and then probably a good chunk of Alabama. I forget who was number 2. And then UC was
The
number
whole
3,
Georgia defense, the fucking whole
And,
line,
and
all
several,
the linebackers.
and several of the defenders ended up on the same team. Like the Packers got 2 of them. I
Yeah.
think the Eagles got 2 of them.
Yeah, that's impressive. And Sauce Gardner, God love you, man. Good for you. Sorry you're a Jet, but here's my problem.
Jets had a good draft.
I'm looking at the Bengals draft, and I'm sitting there thinking, well, we talked about it. I wanted cornerbacks. They went out and grabbed 2 safeties. The only thing that scares me about that is that I know for a fact that Von Bell and Jesse Bates are on the last year of their contract. Did we draft these safeties to fucking take the place of the 2 guys we don't want gone? I don't want either one of those guys
No,
to get
100%. That's what you drafted as safeties. Those
I
guys aren't going
realize
to be with
that.
us next year. You got to choose. The Bengals are in a position you can't have premium money spent on every fucking position.
I realize that.
You have
but
Burrow, you have Chase, you have Higgins, all coming up for major contracts. Do you want to keep them together? If you want to keep them together, then you can't keep Jesse Bates and Von Bell. Von Bell, for one thing, is a good player for us, but he's not irreplaceable. We can find someone that can replace Von Bell. Bates is a little bit different, but this Hill guy's supposed to be a fucking beast. So that
I love Hill.
So that
and
could
I
be a
was-
1-for-1. What you're doing is you're preparing for the fact that you got to pay
And I
big
get that.
contracts in 2
But what I'm
years.
saying is after you've grabbed the first safety, and I didn't think he was going to be there at 31. I really didn't. I thought he was going to go early 20s.
I didn't want him, but I understand the move.
I wanted that corner out of Clemson.
Booth. He went in mid-second round.
Right. Now, what I'm saying is,
I
we
wanted
could've
the
got him.
fucking guy that Green Bay took 2 spots before. That pissed me off so bad. Yeah. Devontae Wyatt.
Yeah, but you got a receiver that I can outrun.
No, that guy's going to be a beast. You watch.
But, yeah, he's not going to be. He's going to be
12
good.
still
He's
on
not going to
team.
be DeAndre or Adams. He's going to
Yeah,
be
but who
Devontae
is?
Who
Adams.
is, yeah.
But my whole point is, on that second pick, instead of grabbing another safety, shouldn't you have went after a corner at that point? Because a corner is what we need now. A corner is what we need right now.
Yeah,
we
but
don't
you
need
also-
safeties right now.
But they got a corner in the second round that they believe that, and that guy was
It was still
predicted
the
to
third
go.
pick. We could have got a better corner with our second pick instead
Maybe
of grabbing another safety.
It's so hard to say better.
We could have got Booth.
Yeah, but is he going to be better? I mean, it's so hard to tell.
It's true.
Especially in that range, who's going to be better, if the late first round guy or the late second round guy. These guys are outside of the Gardner and outside of Stingley. The cornerbacks were all kind of a mix-up after that. It was just which traits do you like more? There's no fucking guarantees, probably. Even those first 2 aren't guarantees, but they're more locks than anything after that. So
My whole
I
point
wasn't mad
is
about it.
Our first pick, Dax. Yeah, he plays corner in a nickel and sometimes a dime package. What I'm saying is, should we have gotten a guy that we might have been able to plug in as a starter this season? We don't have one of those. You're not going to replace either one of those
he's
guys,
not
Von
a
Bell
starter,
or
but
Jesse
he's-
Bates, with either one of those
See,
guys.
starter in the NFL too is sometimes misleading because let's look at like a defensive tackle. They might be your starter, but they're only playing 2 downs. So that safety and the way the Bengals play, they do a lot of 3 safety sets. So he might not be on the first play, but he might be on the second, third, and fourth play.
What
you
I'm
know what I
saying
mean? So
is,
he in
should
the
we
end
have
he might
gotten
get
somebody
just
that
as
could
much
have put
time.
Eli Apple on the fucking bench?
Probably, but I don't think a guy was
Well,
available.
but I mean, even so, if you get to a solid enough pass rush, Eli Apple can work. I mean, you guys made it to the Super Bowl with Eli Apple because you guys are still hunting down quarterback.
Yeah, and they got good safeties, and they get the other cornerbacks good, and our nickel cornerback's one of the best. Our slot cornerback's one of the best. I mean,
But I mean, even
so I mean, I don't hate it.
I mean, even
I
like
was
a
happy
Darrelle
with the
Revis,
first pick.
even like a Darrelle Revis, he can't lock someone down for 10 seconds.
No, you're right. You're right about that. I thought I loved the first pick because I didn't think he was going to be there, and he's a top quality player. I just thought in the second pick we should have went after a corner.
Yeah, you got a top 20 player at 31, so it's hard to. And the Bengals were in the position, and we've never been in this position in years where they could pick the best available, and you'd be fine
Yeah,
because your
you're
team
right.
was good enough to get to the Super Bowl. You've already improved the Super Bowl team by adding all those offensive linemen through free agency,
Right.
So they could
know the
they
picks
could
you
afford to
wanted-
take a chance, and I don't like the fact of losing Bates, but
But at the same time, too, like you said with the offensive line, if you give Joe Burrow even another second of time,
It's huge.
you're putting up more points than you guys put up this year.
I agree.
And
that's huge.
and that's one thing I got to give the Bengals. They definitely did that. They did they did exactly what they needed to do to protect Burrow, and they got 3 top quality guys. And I don't hate this guard they picked up from North Dakota State. I read up on
we'll
the
see.
kid.
I mean, he's a tackle that they're going to turn into a guard. He's a project, but we'll see.
He's going to be a guard.
It's not a big deal.
Jars
He was a
Michelle
guard in
for-
North
Our
Dakota
biggest
State.
problem right now is that other guard position isn't full, and Jackson Carman just had some news come out that he might be a little rapey.
I did see that.
Yeah, so
popped up on
that could be an
Facebook.
issue. And now he didn't do great last year, but they're saying he's had a great offseason and he's primed to take over that position this year. But good luck if you get a little rapey. And I heard it's kind of nasty. I haven't read the details because you had to pay the fucking site in order to read it. The only one that has the details.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a $70 for the year. I'm like, hey,
Yeah, the
calm
Packers.
down.
The
Yeah,
Packers
they
got a
really
website
not
like
that
that too, and I'm always like, oh, nice headline. Pass.
Yeah, exactly.
But you would have think that somebody would have read it and then typed on there or
You would
somewhere
have
else.
thought. I don't
hey,
know.
Here's what I just
I don't
read.
really understand because it says the details are really grim. He was 18, she was 15, and I don't. That's the only details I know.
That's rapey
But
to
it
me.
doesn't sound good.
That's rapey to me.
It just doesn't sound good. And this is when he was already away at college, so that means he's hitting a local high schooler up, and it's just
Another woman came forward about Trevor Bauer yesterday.
Bauer gone for 2 years.
Now, the thing about it is his lawyers have already said, we're suing the MLB.
How could they not? I mean,
They have to because they didn't press charges on
The
it.
guy-
But now there's a new one. She may have more evidence. Who the fuck knows?
how is there a new one after the fact? Whatever.
A new one came forward.
Hey, he likes punching
yesterday.
butts.
That's what it seems. To me, it just seems like the guy really loves rough sex. He gets these girls to agree to rough sex, but then he takes it to that next level that they weren't expecting. I think what
Like-
Trevor Bauer needs
Like
is a,
slip them a Mickey till they go under and then fucking hammer them in the asshole that
But
they
that's
didn't
not what he
request.
did.
That's what the one girl says he did.
No, she said
he
she-
knocked her out.
Not with a
and fucked
Mickey.
her in the ass. No, by hitting her.
okay. That's a big difference.
He still knocked her out
But that's
and
part
then
of-
fucked her in the asshole.
Hey, man, I'm not.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
See that politically correct thing?
I'm not sitting here defending Trevor Bauer.
Please don't.
I'm just saying that he
Please don't.
may have went into this saying, "Hey, I like rough sex," and his idea of rough sex and her idea of rough sex are 2 different fucking things. So what I'm saying,
I mean, too, like, I think he's also a professional athlete, so he gets in there and really starts going. He's a finely tuned specimen.
top 3 in the game. And I think the thing that fucked the whole case up is that the first girl who came forward with it all said, well, yeah, we did it once and it was great. I did it again and then he did a bunch of stuff I didn't want. Well, you shouldn't have said that.
but that's
dumb
not
fuck.
even what she said. She said the first time was a bad time too, and
She called him back though.
Yeah, exactly.
She
That-
let it happen again.
that was my issue the whole time. Is she went back. It's
I
like,
think the
"Ew."
funniest thing about this whole fucking thing is when he ass punched her, supposedly, according to some doctor, there was a perfect deep purple handprint bruise, fist bruise right on her ass cheek. I mean, he fucking Mike Tysoned her from back here.
And I've said from the beginning that no one should be surprised that Trevor Bauer likes to play rough. That guy's a fucking psychopath. A true psychopath.
All right, getting back to the draft.
All right. No
Do you,
ass punching?
do you agree with the first pick?
I don't hate it. I mean,
I thought the kid from Michigan goes first.
I-
Aiden,
oh, you mean number
Hutchinson?
one overall?
number 1 overall.
I don't know. From what I've heard, everything about Walker is the guy that got picked number 1 was that they're picking him more on potential. He didn't really do much in college, from what I heard. I mean, he's a good player,
I
but
read that too.
But they're not. They think in the NFL level they're going to use him as an edge more, and he played more of a linebacker position.
He's athletic
in college.
as fuck.
Yeah, so that you're taking a giant risk. Where Hutchinson was probably more of a sure thing to be decent, but I don't think Hutchinson's also like a Bosa or a.
No,
a
he's not.
Garrett or ones from the past that were like a guaranteed. We're going to get you 15 sacks a year.
Hutchinson's got a higher floor but a lower ceiling.
Exactly. Yeah, he's going to be a good player, but you're probably looking at a 10 sack a year guy, not a 15 to 20 sack that you would want out of your first draft pick. Where this other guy has the potential to be that, but who fucking knows too? I don't know, but it's Jacksonville. Of course, they're going to fuck it up.
Funniest part of the draft for me was, before the draft even starts, they take those fucking little movies of the players so they can show them on the screen after they get drafted, and they're usually doing this or something like this. Well, Malik Willis was doing this. I'm like, well, you did that thinking you were going in the first round, fuckface. You didn't think you were going in the fucking late third.
So for all
He's
of you
standing
who
there
are
going
not
like this.
watching, he was saying a lot of people flex.
Well, he was doing the money thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does.
And he was doing the money thing because he really thought, he thought for sure he was going to be the first quarterback taken. He thought that for sure, and he
I
definitely
thought
he
that
was
for
going
sure.
first.
That was kind of crazy.
Definitely thought it. And fucking Desmond Ridder went before him, and he's got to be sitting there thinking, "Am I ever going to get fucking picked up?" Now, it happened last year with Mac Jones. Same thing happened. Ended up in a good spot.
Yeah, but you knew Mac Jones probably wasn't going to be a top pick last year. I thought he was always trending towards the middle of the range.
Actually, there was a bunch of stuff coming out about
San
the Niners
Francisco,
wanting
yeah,
him
but I
on.
mean, I think that was all smoke. He never fit that system. It never made any sense why they would go after him.
But it made sense.
He's barely
it
an
made sense
I
of
don't know.
who took
Shanahan
him.
had Cousins and made Cousins.
I know, but I feel like Mac Jones is more of a Garoppolo guy. You've already have Mac Jones there. Why do you need to draft a Mac Jones kind of thing, you know? Where the other guy, Trey Lance, is a completely different quarterback. And Malik, I think he's maybe your best quarterback when it's all said and done, but he was
And he
always
ended up in a place where
but
he
he
could
was
play.
always based on potential.
No, he went to Tennessee.
He went to Tennessee.
Desmond Ritter went there, and God knows that Tannehill's not the longtime future guy of Tennessee.
Probably
He
not.
hasn't-
Yeah, I like that he
landed
went
up
there.
in a perfect spot for him.
I was kind of hoping Ritter would end up there because I figured I like their coach and everything a lot.
Who the fuck is starting in Atlanta? Who's the slated starter?
Mariota.
It is,
And he will for a year probably, and then
Yeah.
Ritter maybe taking over next
I
year
mean,
if he shows any
Mariota was a
competence. Who
backup
knows what he's
last
like?
2 years.
I mean, Mariota's still really young too.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
If he hits a home run out of that spot, I mean, he could be there for a while.
And let's face it, I'm not a giant sold on Desmond Ritter as a great QB.
No, he's a
I'm
swing.
not.
You might.
But to get playing time, I think he ended up in a good spot.
There wasn't a guaranteed quarterback to come out this year. That's all there is to it.
No,
I
there
mean,
wasn't
was,
one.
you know, every one of them. You got Pickett that went to Pittsburgh. I love that pick as a Bengals fan because I don't think Pickett's a bad quarterback, and I think he's going to save what you call its winning streak. What's their coach's name?
Tomlin.
He's going to change or save his winning streak where he doesn't have a losing season because Pickett's good enough to come in there and with their team already being good enough to keep them mediocre, but he's not going to take them to that next level, you know.
He's
So
gonna
I
turn
love
Tomlin
that.
into Jeff Fisher. Just
Yeah,
perpetually.
just 8-8, 9-7, you know, shit like that.
USFL now.
I know.
Yeah, I
Michigan.
really think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Did you
He's a
guys see
mediocre quarterback.
The best part of the draft, in my opinion, was the crowd of like 20 people, all with different Ryan Fitzpatrick jerseys walking.
Oh,
up
I
there.
seen that. That was awesome.
That was cool.
He never came back, did he? He's officially retired?
Yeah,
Did he say he was retired?
The guy's played with a few teams.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's officially retired, but I know he was definitely at that Bills playoff game against New England, shirtless. In the
I remember
stands,
that. That
and
was
it pretty
awesome.
cool, too.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the Bills are his team. Like, he's stuck with them, even though he hasn't played with them any more than anybody else, right? He played with the Bengals for a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they were the first team to invest in
To
him
take him as a starter. Yeah, fair
everybody
enough.
else it was just you're the backup. The guy got hurt, so we need you to play.
Yeah, that's
And he
why
played
they're like,
well.
we're going to pay you to be our starter,
And he played great. And he played great for a little while.
Yeah, I think
For a little while.
did he back up Palmer in Cincinnati? That was a long
Yes.
time ago. I don't know if it was
Yeah,
Palmer or
it was
Dalton, but I
Palmer.
think it was Palmer because it was towards the beginning of his career. I think we were the second team. I don't know who drafted him, but we were
No, I think
his
you were
second
his
team.
first team.
We didn't draft him.
Really?
Yeah, I promise you that. We didn't draft him. Now, we might have been the first team he played for.
Tampa?
And he was drafted by someone else, and I don't know. No, Tampa was way later.
But no, it was just really funny. Like I was just flipping through Facebook and said, best picture of the draft. And you see this guy for like a 10-minute span. Just everybody's Fitzpatrick's wearing a Fitzpatrick jersey on all these different folks.
The Rams. He was drafted by the Rams. St. Louis Rams.
Doesn't he have like 19 kids or something like that? He's got a lot of kids.
I think you're thinking of
No, Fitzpatrick's got a shit ton of kids.
does he
Rivers definitely.
Rivers
does.
definitely does. Rivers
I
has like
bet
a
you
whole community.
Fitzpatrick's got at least 8 or 9. But anyway, I wasn't unhappy with the draft. I did wonder how many trades the Jets have to make to get like 34 picks because every time I looked at the fucking TV,
Well, but all the
Jets
trades were
up
from
next.
the previous year. Like,
Yeah.
we were.
They
even
had so
talking-
many picks
We
now.
were even talking about seeing Jamal Adams thing. I was like, what the hell they bring up Jamal? Oh shit, because they traded the Seahawks traded like all their first round picks to get Jamal Adams. That's why
Yeah.
they had a bunch.
And
of
it
them.
showed you how many fucking trades the fucking Browns had to make to get Watson because they didn't even pick till mid-second round.
Yeah.
Cool. Watson will play in 2024,
Yeah.
maybe.
They're thinking half a season.
He's going to get that Trevor Bauer suspension, you know?
But they
Get
were
him out
so
in 2
fun.
years.
They were so smart designing his contract around that. So overall, the draft. Were you happy with the Green Bay draft?
I mean, I haven't done a deep dive into it. I've like I was talking to Marchetti this week. He's like, "Oh, you guys," I'm like, "What do you guys got going?" I was like, "What does it matter what I think about it? I'm not in the draft room."
What's so funny?
If
Before
I
this draft
research more,
started,
it's not
before
gonna
this
help
draft
them.
started, Marchetti was like, "I want Pickett." He really, truly wanted Pickett. Well, he's got him.
He's went through Pickett, Ritter, and Willis for the last fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
He's been talking about which one he wants, and he's gone through all of them. So it's just, I mean, that's a typical Marchetti, though. Yeah, I want Pickett, I want Buzz. Because no matter what, I'm going to be rating in because I said them all, you know? So then I can go, I called it. You know, that's fucking Marchetti. Fucking.
All right, so I'm not worried about the Bengals this year. I wasn't worried about them before the draft. I'm not worried about them now. I'm glad they fucking tightened up that defense because I think the offense now with those linemen is rock fucking solid.
Yeah.
As long as T. Higgins comes back healthy, I think
They could have not even drafted someone, and I would have been confident about this team.
Yeah,
you know,
me
they
too.
could have had 0 picks, and I still would have felt confident going into the season with the team they got just because of what they did in free agency, honestly. So, you know, anything else they add to it through the draft this year is just icing on the cake or more preparation for next year.
I do have my wager of the year, and I will be making that wager.
Major wager, what's up?
Well, you know, Kazel did the thing where he literally had money on almost everybody to
Yeah,
win
he
the
did them
Super
through
Bowl.
all free bets.
I am going to go probably next week and make my wager on Indy to win the AFC North. It's plus 120. I think that's pretty fucking easy money, I think.
Wait a minute, AFC North.
You mean the AFC South?
I was going to
AFC
say
South.
they're not.
Yeah,
It's going
my
to be
bad.
really tough. What's
We're
the
the
odds on
North,
that?
yeah.
'Cause that's
I'll
gonna be
take
really
that right now. You know what I meant, fuckface.
I didn't. That's what confused me.
To win the AFC South, they're plus 120. I don't see them having a whole lot of competition.
Tennessee's still Tennessee.
We got,
man.
yeah, Tennessee's still good. We got Houston sucks.
You still got Ryan Tannehill.
And who's the other team
and-
in the South?
Houston, Tennessee, and Jacksonville.
Jacksonville sucks. Yeah, so chances are Indy probably does win that.
I like
if Matt
Indy to
Ryan
win
has anything left in the tank, I think they definitely do. But Tennessee is still Tennessee, and Tennessee's a good team, especially if Henry comes back full force again. They've added some shit. They did drop A.J. Brown though, so that's a hit.
That was the stupidest thing they've ever
That's
done.
Huge.
It was a matter of they weren't going to sign
They
him.
couldn't pay him.
They couldn't pay him.
They
He-
didn't want to pay
But
him.
my God, and then they drafted a receiver right away. I'm like,
Right now is not a good time for teams for receivers because
Right.
receivers are making stupid money.
Yeah.
You know, they're right now receivers are running shit. Same thing in the draft. They were one of the most
I mean-
picks. It
but I mean, you're left there with Julio.
used to be
No,
like that with running
Julio's
backs.
gone.
He
They-
left.
They cut him.
Julio sucked though. He was
I'm
done.
saying he was old. And Derrick Henry, in my opinion, yeah, he's a beast. What, 2 years left, maybe?
Well, but
He's not young.
But that's their thing. They hitched their wagon to him, and now that's where they're gonna. That's what they're betting on. They're betting on Henry to be the Henry that they signed.
Henry in defense.
Yeah.
It's
I
just-
mean,
God,
it's Vrabel's team. He's
losing
going to be
A.J.
a
Brown
defense
is
focused anyways.
gigantic.
Oh yeah, because he won several games for them last year.
Yeah,
by
he
himself.
did, and he's a monster.
TJ's a grind, or Tennessee's just a grinding team. I think they can still grind out first place, but I do think the Colts probably do it. Everything's
Well,
right.
But they also Tennessee also benefits from Indianapolis just not. I mean, since Andrew Luck retired, the biggest problem they have is they just have these quarterbacks that self-destruct, and they just followed that pattern with Matt Ryan. A 28-3 self-destruct, gone, hasn't been the same since.
Well,
Yeah, but a lot of that 28-3 shit, that was on their fucking coach. That was on Shanahan.
Oh, I agree.
Completely changing up everything.
But I mean, even last year, I can't. Again, I really only know this because I lost a significant amount of money on Atlanta because they'd have a lead or they'd be going to cover, and then Matt Ryan pick six. Oh, well, that's fine. He'll get the ball back. Matt Ryan pick six again. Okay, now the cover's gone.
yeah.
And I mean, since that particular time, you can almost see a complete just fall off the bottom.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that he's going to have this year, Matt Ryan's going to have that he's never had in years as an offensive line. And Indy has probably the best offensive line. So he's going to have time. He's got a great running back behind him. I think they can win. I think Matt Ryan's an upgrade from Carson Wentz.
without a doubt, he's definitely an upgrade.
Yeah, I
from
think
Carson
Indy's.
Wentz.
I do think Indy will probably win that division, but
I like the plus 120 because I think that it's only going to go down once the.
See, I disagree on the
preseason.
plus 120. That's where I'd have a hard time taking that pick.
See, so what's going to happen is the Colts are going to do what the Colts have done the last 3 years. They're going to lose their first 3 games or 3 out of the first 4, and then you're going to get like a plus 400.
Yeah, plus 120 to win any division is tough for me. Like I want a bigger payout than that. I want at least plus
Jacksonville's
300.
going to be garbage again.
Yeah, that
They're
division
going to be
sucks.
trash. It does.
But I think Tennessee and Indy are much more of a close call than you think. I think.
I wouldn't have liked the bet so much had AJ Brown
You
stayed
think?
there.
I think.
15 minutes.
Had AJ Brown stayed there, I wouldn't be so upset about it.
No, that's not a problem.
I wouldn't have made that bet.
What else we got besides sports?
Well, I'll tell you what I got.
right.
I got a cuck problem.
Oh shit!
This could truly end my cucking career.
No more butt eating again, huh?
No, she's not. Cuck doesn't eat butt. The what do you call whatever you call her?
The butt eater eats butt.
You know what you call the cuck's wife? You call her a hot wife. I just
Oh
found
yeah,
that out.
that's just a new thing.
No,
Oh, you really
it's not a
lit
new
up
thing.
when you.
That's the name. Well, because now he
That's
knows
the-
that he fucks the hot wife.
That no, it's just I don't think it's like meaning physical appearance. I think it means I'm hot. I can fuck whoever I want, which is true, and it's me. But
and it's me.
I had a request
What a weird pick.
from them
Okay.
this week, and I have a feeling that if I say no, it's going to come to a screeching halt.
They requested something.
She did.
Okay.
She wants to do something now. I guess the evolution of their swinger lifestyle is evolving, and they want to do something else. And if I say no, I have a feeling I'm just out.
Okay, well, tell us what this new thing is.
Gelded bull, huh?
So
A bull with no
he
calf.
finally wants to blow on your butthole?
No, he doesn't want to get near. And this is so fucking gross to me.
Yeah.
He wants you to shoot on his face.
No. She wants me to fuck him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That took a turn.
This is a weird cucking situation you got going on, dude.
The fact that you're even thinking about it
Turns out she's the cuck?
that make
She
me
wants
gay.
me. She wants me to fuck her
Okay.
when he's not there,
Okay.
so he can come home and clean up the mess.
Ew. That's cool.
That's gross.
That's cool.
I don't think I want any man eating my cum, whether I'm there or whether I'm not
You
there.
think it's that?
whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the cleanup. He wants to eat her pussy after I've nutted in it. That's called cleanup.
But
There's
you're
no
wrapped,
way.
But you're wrapped anyway, right?
There's no way.
She wants me to unwrap
wants you to
and give her a, according to her, cream pie.
He's gay.
Oh,
And then he wants to eat her pussy.
Does
when
he
I
listen
go.
to this?
She does. So chances are he
He's
does.
gay.
That's I first of all,
Which is
I'm not,
fine.
I'm
Which is
not
fine.
I'm not comfortable. First of all, with the bareback thing, I never have been. She's a fucking swinger. Second of all, I think I would get so grossed out at the thought I'm on the fucking freeway going home, thinking that right now he's eating my nut butter, and he's probably not even gone. He's probably parked down the street waiting for the fucking fresh.
no, here it is. You finished. You finished up. He hands you a beer, and she goes.
That's what she wants. And I think I'm going to have to say no. First of all, for the bareback thing, I don't want to be bareback with a swinger.
How old is she?
42.
She's still fertile. Is she fixed?
She's fixed.
Okay.
Well, she's not permanently fixed. She takes birth control.
Oh, I don't trust birth control. Birth
She
control,
takes birth
you can have a fucking cold and they give you some antibiotics and all of a
No,
sudden your birth control don't
She's
work.
got the injection.
She has
thing,
an
or-
IUD.
Yeah.
Ryan knocked up Jen while she was on birth control. Like that's I don't trust no birth control.
Well, this guy's got a hell of a lot more money than me. I don't think they're going to come after me for child support. But you're right. I don't want to knock anybody up. But
You don't want to cuck, kid.
I don't want. First of all, I'm real scared of the bareback thing. That's one thing I pride myself on is being safe when I'm being
I
careless.
pride
Well,
myself.
but I mean, then you were talking about the other. When we were on our way down to the trip, you were talking about a certain encounter that you had bareback, and you were like, "I didn't last as long. It wasn't."
Fuck no, I didn't.
Well, of
last
course
so
you're
long.
not.
I could feel it.
Yeah, of
Well,
course
no
you're not.
shit.
I was like,
But it
this
was
is the
just-
best thing ever. This is fucking almost as good as butt eating. But the whole point is, and I looked it up, cuckold cleanup. That's what it is.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I don't remember ever what condom sex was like at this point. So like,
That's all I know. That's all I know. But I just don't think I'm comfortable with a guy eating my load.
see that don't bother me. I don't.
Oh, it bothers me.
It would bother me if I had to sit around and watch it.
What if she goes? She goes, okay, well, you don't have to go bareback, but just give me the Houston.
How long is she just sitting there letting it fucking linger? Where's he at? When he's not there, right?
She just said when he's gone.
Okay, he's gone.
So I'm thinking maybe he goes to a bar to have a beer, and she texts him when I leave, and he comes home and just
Oh
gobbles it
my
up.
god!
So
So
she's just cradled there.
yeah, that's what I mean. She's just sitting there in the gremlin position on her back with her legs up, just waiting to get her pussy eaten.
Or
with
her
cum
legs,
full
her
of it.
legs crossed, just holding it up. But
Oh, dude, no.
the whole point is, I don't think I'm down for this. And I think if I say no, which I'm probably going to, then I'm out.
See, and here I am. If I'm a single man and this is going on in my life, I'm not saying no because it doesn't bother me per se that he's going to do it as long as I don't have to watch. But it doesn't also make me just go, ugh, you know, like you guys are fucking
Well,
weird. So
that's
I don't know.
kind of what
You
it
know what I
is.
mean?
I'm
That's-
sitting there thinking, are you fucking people this twisted? I was cool with you being in the swinger lifestyle.
Yeah.
Hey, do what you like.
No, that's
But
fine.
now you got a straight male wanting to eat my nut?
No. He's not straight anymore.
No, he's not.
As soon as you eat nut, you're not on purpose.
And to me,
you're not
that's
straight.
a hop, skip, and jumping away from saying, let me drink it from the tap. And at that point, I would be fucking freaking right out and throwing pops. That is not going to happen.
Oh shit. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm
I
so,
gotta have to say no.
see my thing. Like I said, it's not the fact that he does it after me that bothers me, but I'm not there, so it don't bother me. But now I'm just thinking of the whole group as a whole and the girl and everything else. Like, you're down with this. This is good with you. You want your husband to eat cum.
Yeah, I think your first concern is, or maybe not your first concern, but your concern about the about going no Jimmy hat and the
Right.
swinger. That would be my biggest concern. It's like, what What's
Because
creeping in there?
you can't tell me now. A lot of these at those swinger clubs, there's rubbers everywhere, but you can't tell me some of these twisted fucks are like, nah, let's go no rubbers.
You can get around the. Well, see, I don't know. How about we keep the condom on, and when I'm about to come, you give me a cup, and I'll come in the cup, and when he comes home, you can drink it.
No, she said, she said you have to cream pie me.
Oh.
I think I'm going to have to say no. So my cuck lifestyle, as we know it, is probably gone because she sent me text. I think it was Tuesday. I said I'll get back with you on it. I haven't got back with her on it.
This is all done through text?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, because I would like to know the instant reaction if you guys were on the phone and she said that and what your instant thing to say would be. Exactly. Like, I know you're not doing that through text. You probably thought about it while you probably went, ugh, and then like.
I said, I think my first return text was WTF.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Where the fuck did this come from? You know, before he was perfectly happy sitting on his hands watching his wife get banged. And I would think that the next gradual step would, hey, maybe you can slide a little closer to get a better view, but not let me suck your dick after you're done.
Maybe tape it. Maybe, I could see other steps being involved that he might want to do that is still basically a cuck thing. But
I'm saying no. I've decided.
I think it's very, if we were to do, does that make you gay? I don't think being a cuck makes you gay. All right? I don't think wanting to watch another dude fuck your wife, fucking weird, but not gay. All right? Eating cum, there's no way around this. All right? There's no way to frame eating cum as anything other than gay.
And you guys know me and my cum phobia.
Which is fine, but let's just call a spade a spade.
The whole point is, I don't care if I'm 100 miles away when he gets home. This guy's eating my nut. And I'm not good with that in any way, shape, or form.
My face naturally does this every time you say it. I couldn't even imagine it's.
Yeah, so. So let me just go on record as saying bull available.
Bull's been available for a while.
Acquire within. I was never willing to do two at once, except for the Filipina.
Pina. You don't say it like a jalapeno.
To a woman, you do.
Oh, really?
Filipina or Filipino is a male. That is a male.
No fucking clue.
Hey, whatever, Latina, I get it, but
they're Asian.
Know. Well, I know what a Filipino
But
is.
anyway, I did it with her a couple times at the request
Is that an island?
of the regular cuck.
Yeah.
And I did it until fucking weirdo hubby started moving forward. But I was always like, hey, it's cool, one thing. I got one couple I do this with, kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Now it's gotten real fucking creepy to me. And I think, A, I don't want to not wear the rubber. And B, what the fuck are these people capable of if this is where they want to go, That's
a step too far as an individual. I don't... if you want to do that in your time, fine, but I don't think I want to have much to do with it.
No, and I don't want to be the supplier.
But at the same time, if I'm a single guy and I don't see it, I might still throw the load.
No, I can't. I just can't.
Throw the load. You never know.
No, I can't because...
I know you're... Okay.
I just can't.
Now, if they did say that at the end you would come in a cup and he would drink the cup later?
No, because it's the fact that a man is ingesting my nuts.
See, the coming in a stranger, coming in a sicko, without a condom, that would be the part that I think would make me say no to that. Him drinking my shit out of a cup wouldn't bother me.
But that's not what they want. They want her to
eat some pineapple beforehand?
They want her to get the enjoyment of getting her box licked. I don't know. She said, cream pie me, and then he will do the cleanup. And that's all she said. So I really was clean up, and then it says eating the...
Did you have to Google that?
I Googled it.
Okay, I was going to say I wouldn't have known the cleanup.
When you say cleanup, I thought the guy was going to show up with a fucking rag and do all this stuff.
Change the sheets?
No, it's not what it means at all.
That's literally what I thought it was.
What it means is, hey, is it still in there? Let me dive face first in there and taste this fucking man's population yogurt, which I'm not happy with.
At the worst, before I thought, okay, he's going to clean the wet spot. That's kind of gross, but whatever.
He does that anyway, the little bitch.
He gets the sheets and goes for Ryan on.
He don't like when you call him a bitch.
Apparently he does.
Yeah, remember?
But the whole point is, because she listens.
Because your dick don't work. Because your dick don't work.
I beg you, lady, because your dick don't work. Come eat her. But
not allegedly. Not yet.
It's not
proven. He wants to.
Let me tell you something.
Future cum eaters of America.
If he wants to do that, he's done it already.
Maybe this could be the first time.
Someone has to start somewhere, dude.
They go to fucking swinger orgies, dude. He's done it before.
No, Jeffrey Dahmer ate his first brains once.
Well, you're right. And even if I was his first, the thought of a man ingesting my nut butter is not good with me. Going bareback with a fucking a swinger couple is not good with me. So my answer is no.
Wow. Sorry, guys. Chris is out.
I just can't go bareback with somebody who fucks 20 people a month.
That's why you come in a cup.
That wasn't an option.
What if you come in
I'm
the cup,
offering it. I'm
and then as
negotiating.
you're leaving, he hands you the beer, you hand him the cup, and you...
Yeah, we trade off.
I would say, here you go, doctor. I feel like I was given a sample.
I wouldn't trust the beer
Specimen.
either. The beer better be unopened.
Oh, yeah, right.
I ain't taking
See, because
anything
I just see them saying weird shit, her saying weird shit to me, because I don't talk to this guy. Her saying stuff, hey, yeah, can you drink some pineapple juice next week or whatever? You know what I would do just to fuck with him? I would eat broccoli and asparagus and all the nastiest shit to make my shit bitter so he wouldn't want to do it anymore. But then the damage is done, and a man's eating my cum.
Load up on the celery so the load's bigger, shit like that.
Oh, does celery make it bigger?
That's what I've heard. I don't know.
You know what does make your load bigger?
What?
And I did this.
You get load be gone or some shit? You bought it.
No, that was Major Ropes.
Oh, Major Ropes.
That's what it was called, and it was a picture of a fucking drill sergeant on the front. And I did shoot better ropes.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there thinking, what the fuck is this thing doing to my fucking shit? That's making me fucking, And I was only hitting about here.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting Major Ropes to be cleaning up the wall when I was done. But
I just
that
love
didn't
you're
happen.
using Major Ropes to come on yourself and not come on somebody else.
No, I did it with somebody else too.
Okay.
It didn't work, but I was expecting to blow the end of the rubber out
Yeah.
or something. You know what I mean? But it didn't happen. But no, if you an hour before you fuck, you take your nuts and you put them in ice water. That increases not only the sperm output, but the seminal fluid output.
Have you done this?
As a matter of fact, I have.
I've done some scientific research.
Well, because when you here's why I know
I
that.
hit myself in the forehead.
I've hit myself in the forehead a dozen times as a younger man. But when you go to fertility clinics, okay, and this is a fact, when you go to fertility clinics and say, okay, your sperm output is low or whatever, they give you these frozen underwear to wear. Mm-hmm. It's like those masks you put in the freezer to go to sleep with. They give you underwear.
Is this true?
Yeah. They give you these for men because cold on your balls increases the sperm output. But it also does the seminal fluid output. So I shot a monster, but I just didn't like the feeling of my nuts being in ice water. It was very uncomfortable. It started to hurt after a while.
No, it's really weird, dude.
I only did it one time
But you
just to test the theory.
You care that much about shooting a big load that you're putting ice in your balls for an hour before you fuck.
I tested the theory.
Yeah.
I think I tested the theory on a girl that always made me pull out. So I'm like, you
Look,
really want me to pull out? I'm hosing you down.
All right, fair enough there.
Look, I need to see the trifold scientific method.
Yeah.
The presentation.
I have a PowerPoint. What do we got going on here?
You know, it's amazing that you guys mock science because that's all I'm trying to do. Is be scientific. Some people with no open minds, these guys fucking still believe.
All right, sorry there, Dr. Tease.
But so I think I'm definitely out. I just don't think I can do it anymore. I'm not going bareback with a swinger.
That's a different level of freak that I don't think you have any business being with.
Right. I like low-level freaks.
I don't know anybody that's really jumping into that fucking pie hole.
No, me either.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Yeah.
And because I just think, what kind of fucking people are these now?
Well, and I could never see the guy again. I mean, if I did to go on, the cucking is completely out the window from now on because I can't look this guy in the eye after knowing he ate my load. You know what I mean? Like that's different. Like, if I never saw him again, there's some other weird. I might be able to put up with a certain thing, but I'm not going to be able to look at this guy ever again.
Well, so on that point too. So say you're going to say no, and then they don't reach out. You don't talk to them for another month or two. So it's reasonable to assume that he's cleaning up some cream pie
somewhere
else, right? And then she texts you back, "Hey, same arrangement as before. Could you look that guy in the eye then?" Knowing that he's cleaned someone else's juice.
I don't know. I don't know it for a fact.
Yeah, that's right. That might just throw it out completely because now you know what kind of freaks you're dealing with.
See, and the reason I say no to this, I still say no, because first of all, they're the freaks that I'm dealing with now. But second of all, this bitch may be hijacking the rubber, cutting the tip off or something. Even though I would notice it.
So you don't stock. You don't bring your own. You don't stock your own. What's going on here?
No, they supply them.
You might want to supply your own from that going forward if you.
I've always got condoms in the car. You never know. Always got condoms in the car.
Double dip.
Well, it's just you never know. What if I'm at a bar and hey, you want to come over? Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, what if you see a lady
always
walking
prepared.
home on the way home, and
none of that.
Go by and bang her in the back of the head, and then you fuck her, but you don't want to leave the jizz in there because that's how you get caught. So you put the condom on before you rape her and throw her on the side of the road and kill her.
I'm not rapey. I've never been the rapey type. But the whole point
I must have mistaken you with another Chris.
Well, no, you have because being freaky doesn't mean
Hey, man, I'm
illegal.
just kidding. I know
But
you're not a rapist.
The whole point is that it's given me such a different perspective on these two people that I'm like, now I think I'm not even turned on by the regular cuck thing anymore.
Well, yeah, he's a cum eater, dude. That changes everything. That's
or he wants
weird.
to be a cum eater.
And he's a straight cum eater, or he thinks he is. That bothers me.
Yeah, me too.
If you're just going to be a regular cum eater, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm passing. The answer is no. I'm giving you my
My 2-week notice.
No, because in 2 weeks they might say, "Well, you've given your notice. So you gotta
Effective
give us one more."
immediately.
Effective immediately.
Effective immediately, you're
I
out of the
quit.
cuck.
Yeah, I'm out. Here's my badge.
Oh, man. Well,
Which sucks for me because I enjoyed the cuck thing.
it's a giant chapter of your life that's closing. You know, I could see how this be hard to get over.
So now do I go out and seek additional?
Oh, yeah, duh. Let's stop pretending like you don't already.
Ooh,
I don't
maybe,
already.
Maybe you
Yes, you
find,
do.
maybe
No,
you
I
find
don't.
a cuck that beats butt.
You were constantly scouring these sites and everything.
I never contacted anybody.
I think if the right opportunity was there that you saw and you thought was safe, you may.
No, and the reason I say no to that is because I've known this woman for 20 years before I cucked her the first time. Mm-hmm. I knew I wasn't gonna go to the house and 10 guys weren't gonna pop out of the closet and cut my head off and all that. You know what I'm saying? Get rolled, robbed, whatever. I've known her forever. I knew she was safe, or at least relatively
Those
safe.
classic jihad cuckolds.
You know, the thing about it is, all these fucking weird sex websites.
My wife.
All these weird sex sites I've looked at. Sometimes you come across something that goes, hey, that looks like fun. But that fear of fucking getting over there and getting killed or fucking having a crazy person, that's never appealed to me. And I'm not willing to take that risk. I took the risk with her because I've known her for so long.
You drive Ubers, dude.
Well, you're Filipino.
I haven't driven Uber in a long time.
But you have. You know,
but
it's the same
I
chance.
deliver food.
You took people, too.
For a while I did, but then I stopped.
It's the same thing. Whatever.
How long did you know the Filipina?
Played with her 3 times.
Played.
But I mean, before you
He didn't, but he was
Never
a trust,
met her a day
it was
in my
a
life
trusted
till the
source.
time I went over for the first time.
Well,
Yeah.
see?
Because I was given the number
But
by
that was
this current one.
Yeah, that was a trusted source. I understand that. It wasn't.
She
just-
knew her from the swinger lifestyle. And I told you the first time I went over and I had laid down my ground rules and everything was cool. Everything was normal, just like the first time. Then the second time I did it, I noticed the chair was about 2 feet closer than it was before when I started. And then the third time, it was even closer. So I said, this guy's inching his way forward. The next thing you know, I'm feeling hot air on my balls.
And I still, to this day, don't understand how your ground rules didn't include having a fucking paper bag over that bitch's head, because she was fucking atrocious.
Had a great body, though.
She was skinny.
Not a face guy.
No, he was. This one.
No,
this
Steve
was
was
the initial one. I think I asked him about where he confirmed that he wasn't a face guy, and I completely understood. After seeing
Yeah,
the
nice
picture, I'm
body,
like,
though.
that's obvious. You're not a face guy.
Nice body, though. And nice body, though.
Nice body, as in she wasn't fat.
And she was curvy. She had a great little bubble butt on her. She had, here's what I liked about her.
I just remember being very skinny with barely any tits.
She had nipples as hard as little rocks.
You could tell they looked
Yeah.
hard because there was no tit behind them, so you're just rubbing up against chest bone.
You're a flat-chested hater. I'm not.
That better be the tagline.
I'll
of the
take a
podcast.
girl with no tits, but she better not be fat.
Quit body shaming my hot wife.
Sorry, man.
Yeah,
My hot
and
wife.
that proved my exact point when I say not a face guy. A nice face isn't mandatory if the body's nice.
Fair enough.
Now you understand because
Now-
you saw her, and her face did look a little like a mud fence.
Look,
but the
Yes.
whole point is, she had a great
Saying.
body, and she said cool stuff.
You could.
She
could
said cool
you
stuff.
could get a cuck that eats butt.
That's hard to find, man. I mean,
That'd be real hard.
it's one
But
thing to
if
watch.
the opportunity presents itself, you're open for business.
And again, this puts you in a position also where just like the drink and cum thing does.
They're gonna kiss afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know if I want like you to lick my butt, knowing that as soon as I leave, you're making out with the husband. Because now
Right.
now I can't look at him in the room anymore.
He's
the
a
same
butt
way.
eater. He's
Now-
a male butt eater.
Now he may as well lick my butt.
you
know?
got sloppy seconds from my butthole.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
gross, man.
See, that's why I'm out.
He's just sitting in the corner. All right, now eat his butt.
I'm out.
Just, I could.
And it's a shame because a door has closed.
Hey, man.
It's been open for several
Where
years.
one door closes, another opens.
That's what I'm hoping
You
for.
never know.
You know, that's what I'm
What's your
hoping
next
for. Um,
adventure? Cleveland
You've
Steamers.
You've had
No,
the FaceTime sex.
Oh,
I've had.
I didn't even mean to do that, but
Cocaine, Tom Brady, cocaine.
you should get into cocaine. I think that's what you should do.
No, I'm gonna stay away from the coke.
Why, you pussy?
I don't know. I guess Here's the thing, though. Through my research, scientist, most of the cuck people I got real lucky because I got one that sits on his fucking hands and doesn't jack off. Most of the cucks aren't like that. They're normally in the action looking at this, and I don't want that.
So he literally sits on his hands.
No, he literally sits like this.
Oh, okay. Well, you said sit on his hands. I'm like, this guy's like...
I mean, he sits just like this.
Yeah, he looks like Trump coming back from break.
With his legs crossed. But I mean, that's the only way I'd be comfortable. I wouldn't be comfortable if the guy was next to the bed looking, or, I wouldn't be comfortable with any of that. And I think most of the cuck lifestyle, they're more involved, and I don't want anyone more involved. So I think my cuck days may be over.
Yep.
Because I don't think I'm going to be able to talk another couple into doing it this way. So I think this chapter
Maybe
of
you
my
need
life,
to find full-blown orgies.
I was invited to that one, and I have another invite in June.
Well, there you go. That might be your new thing. Just
No, not orgies.
You can
There's
base-
cum at orgies, and I couldn't risk that.
all orgies are open cum. There's no condom orgies.
I don't think there's a whole lot of rules at orgies.
Really? I don't. I would
You know
think
what?
there would be those kind of rules.
The only rule they have,
Don't touch my butt.
and it's the swinger lifestyle credo, is no means no. Okay, but most of these crazy bitches aren't going to say no when the guy wants to bust on their neck. Okay, and I'm not going to get anywhere near that where people are openly busting. I can't risk a drop of fucking jack batter hitting me anywhere. I'd be scarred for life. There's no fucking way I can risk that.
But you've been in similar situations with you and your buddies, you and Jeff.
Right. Yeah,
like,
Wrapped. Fully wrapped.
oh,
Always wrapped.
Jeff found something to wrap that.
A roll of saran wrap.
Saran wrap.
No, Jeff used the Magnums.
Yeah,
And they still only went down 3/4 of the way.
I was gonna say even the Magnums might
Put
not
it this
be
way:
enough.
with Jeff straps on a rubber, you can still read the serial number at the bottom. Okay, that thing is all the way unrolled. Kudos and props to my man Jeff with the giant dick. But,
Oh, big dick Jeff.
yeah, so I think unless I could find that exact same arrangement, I think I'm out. I don't think it's going to happen anymore.
Yeah.
It's a shame, man. Hey, we're pretty deep into this, so we're just gonna have to get to it. We're gonna have to save your bits that you had going from when we actually have the heavyweights here, which is probably better anyways.
Fair enough.
And we will get the heavyweights here eventually. God
Well,
damn it, little
let
fucker.
me ask one question.
I would have
first.
liked the Nate would have came and just talked like this the whole time.
One question though, seriously,
the rainbow.
because Shingo, what would you do if a guy wanted to eat your cum?
We already know this. Shinga would just he'd probably puke, and then
That's the newest one.
yeah, and then that would make Elijah laugh. He would just laugh.
Does Alex understand anything about that?
He understands everything about it. All right, he understands everything.
All right. Well, like I said, to me, it's actually, to be honest with you, it's a little sad. I'm a little bit not sad, but I'm a little upset that it's not going to happen anymore,
Pour one out.
dude. Yeah. The whole point is
Don't ruin my whatever that is.
finding something like this in your life is a pretty cool thing to find, and now that it's gone, you think it's gone because I
It's
don't
so
think
late in life too.
I know, and I don't think I can ever find another one that's willing to.
Well,
do
not with
this
your
number.
not with your internet communication skills, but yeah.
Yeah, and most people don't look for an ARP card on their cucker. So
Most of the cuck people are older.
you're probably right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think at
Now
certain,
she's only 42.
I think at a certain like perverts, forever. But then like at a certain age, you have to turn up the pervert dial unless it's not going to work for you.
You know what's funny about these swinger clubs and all that?
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, I wouldn't say the majority or the vast majority, but I would say 70% are empty nesters who kids have grown up and gone, and now they can do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
Because I've been to a couple of these clubs, and not many of them were in the school-age children range. You know what I mean? They
It's
were
a
all
huge range these days, though. I was at that carnival yesterday,
What
and
do
I
you mean?
noticed that. I'm like looking around. There's like a 60-year-old grandparent or a parent, and then like a fucking 22, and then like me
You're
is
right.
more of an average age. But even me, I feel like it's late because people are having kids late.
Well, actually, I think by statistics, you are late. You're 41, right?
Dude,
And
kids
you've got a
is
6-year-old,
expensive.
a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I didn't have a kid till I was 34.
Yeah, see, and I think that's considered late,
I think nowadays is not as much as before.
right?
I think that's shifting. I think your average age parent now having kids in their 30s, not their 20s. But
Right.
what the fuck do I know? I mean, that might just be us too. Who knows?
I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I think
And us, I mean the whites.
people coming out of college, whatever, they've got like 20 years worth of student loan payments.
Right.
They really don't have the money.
Well, yeah, I mean, when our parents were doing their thing, they'd get out of college and have a full-time job and pay for a house to be paid for in 15 years, and
Right.
And it wouldn't take up 80% of their income, and
And
they could,
fuck,
they
when
could,
I grew up, the mothers didn't work. They didn't have to. A father's one income could support a family, and
Right,
it's not
and
that
I mean-
case anymore.
Did you see the cuck in office is talking about the student loans things again? Old Biden, he's trying to win those midterms by saying they're going to excuse up to $10,000 of student loans.
I've got 8 so far.
And he's going to say that and then get it right in your face, and he's going to pull it away as soon as anybody gets elected because he's a piece of shit. But anyways.
I was listening to something on that same lines this week, and the point the guy was making was he goes they're just going to keep on delaying the deferring the payments because they're going to defer them now because they don't want to lose the midterms, and then they're going to defer them the next 2 years because they don't want to lose the presidential election. He goes, what president's going to come in there and be like, all right, guys, student loans back on?
Yeah, a Republican president. Because it don't matter at that point. They don't need you. Yeah. You know what I mean? They don't need that vote. So that's exactly what's going to happen is that'll probably get deferred until 2024 when Trump takes back over.
Well, when my kid graduates college, I'm going to have roughly $16,000 worth of debt that I didn't have.
Just die and get out of it.
But what is it, 6 months after they graduate? That's when they start collecting? Is that what it is?
I don't know, dude.
It's a year.
I want to say it was a year when I graduated.
I haven't went to school since 2004, and I've made a total of maybe $50 worth of payments on my student loans. I've been forbearing those motherfuckers and deferring those things for over 20 years without paying shit. And
very nice. You can do that?
And if I can get another 10 years, 15 years, I'll be dead, so who gives a shit?
See, I can do that. I can do that till I die.
I don't know. Parent Plus loans are a little bit different, my dad claims, because my dad has those, and they've gone after him. Regular loans, for whatever reason, I've never paid shit, dude. Never. And I have probably about $10,000. That's probably grown into about $15,000, but I've still never paid shit. So
probably grown into $30,000.
Whatever it is, they don't seem to grow because when you forbear them and stuff, they don't. I don't know. Either way, they've stayed about the same forever.
My interest rate is 4.5%.
Hey, this is riveting for the audience.
Yeah, right.
Who gives a fuck? You know what I give a fuck about?
I've got a really gross would you rather this
Good, because Daddy White was just listening to that and going, this is getting boring.
You know, fuck Daddy White. We didn't do Asshole of the Week. You're mine.
Just cause.
Daddy White, your mind just got, let's get a little stale. Well, fuck you. You do 125 episodes and see if you don't get stale from time to time, you fuck. Yeah, I said it.
How many times do you watch the same fucking Masters over and over?
100 times. 100 fucking times.
Yeah,
all right, so.
Yeah, you can't call anything stale if you watch golf.
Would you rather, this is only to you.
Me?
Yeah, you can do it with a different person. But you're part of the would you rather. So, would you rather put on one of the Steve-O fart helmets, you know, from Jackass, where he put that big helmet on and Preston Lacey farted in it and actually ended up shitting in it?
Yeah.
And he vomited instantly.
Yeah.
Would you rather put on a Matt Hudson fart mask?
Oof.
Okay. Once a week for 10 minutes during his gaseous periods.
Gaseous periods. Or certain times.
Or you can pass on that and just every week eat a couple of his boogers.
Oh, God.
He's going to dig deep to the eye, and he's going to pull out some with tails on him and whatever. He's just going to feed them to you. He's going to feed you 2 boogers a week, or you wear the fart helmet for 10 minutes.
This literally sounds like something Kane would ask me.
Well, you know what? I decided to get a little grosser this week because it was a heavyweight show.
Would you rather do farts or boogers?
I didn't want this one to be easy. I didn't want this one easy.
All right. I feel like I'm on the playground answering this shit, but
Answer it, duty head.
But I like it because it is
It's
fucking
gross
gross.
as fuck. I mean, because we've all had the pleasure of fucking tasting his emissions, and they are not in any way nice. As a matter of fact, they've irritated my skin before.
Yeah.
These are evil, and that fart mask has got the rubber thing on the bottom. It ain't getting out. You know what I
get
mean?
it. All right, so you know how you claim that you have some kind of wild aversion to shit and cum that no one else has, and
Yes.
it's like dirty magic to you and whatever, and the rest of us
You
are
got
just,
the booger one?
Yeah. I feel like my booger aversion is very much like your poop aversion, that I can't handle it. Like, it just the thought of boogers, I'll start... And I don't know why when I was a kid and stuff, because I'd get in my own head because I'm crazy, and I'd be like brushing my teeth at like 9 years old, and I'd imagine a booger on my toothbrush, and I would puke. I'd literally puke just thinking
Then
about
why
it.
have you questioned my weird cum thing?
Because I never thought about it, and I'm grossed out by cum too. I don't feel good about cum. You're picking out things that no one likes. Now I understand. That's why I'll compare.
No one likes boogers.
I have
You-
I'm definitely scared of getting shot in the face. Like,
Did you eat your own boogers as a kid?
No, but the cum's different. Everybody has the cum thing. That's why I've always thought it was funny. Your shit thing's a little bit different, because if I got a little turd on my...
Did you eat your own boogers as a youth?
Not, if I did, I don't know, but yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I have no memory of eating a booger.
So you're wearing the fart mask.
I think I have to wear a fart mask, and you also got to factor in, because we're talking about me.
It doesn't matter. The helmet's taken away from your
but
fucking...
it's not the same. Believe me, it's not the same. I know it'll break through. It's going to break through, but it's still not breaking through the way it would break through for you, probably.
You have been totally offended by Matt's farts before.
Yes.
You're not wearing a glass... Now you're wearing a glass bowl on your head, and that thing is up his cornhole. You're getting every bit of this, dude.
No, I understand. I'm just saying it's not... It still won't hit me as bad as it would hit other people, but it would still suck. But I can't eat a booger, dude. I can't eat my own boogers. I'm definitely not eating your boogers or anybody
Matt's
else's boogers. Boogers are the grossest thing in the world to me, especially like a nice gooey one. I imagine it getting stuck in your
With
teeth.
a hair on it.
And you like looking up and your teeth, and your snot's going
10
like that.
minutes in that glass bowl.
Yeah. But how many times can you fart in 10 minutes? 2 or 3?
But it lingers. It gets stale.
Oh, it does. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah. So now the question's pointed at you with Jason.
I'm probably...
Or you and Beasley.
That's where I thought you'd be going.
Because I've never smelled one of Jason's farts.
My farts typically don't stink.
Beasley's do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, they're bad.
So what is your answer?
Much do. Oh, man.
Or whose boogers? I don't think it matters.
Beasley's boogers.
Yeah.
Beasley's
It's-
boogers or
Same
Beasley's?
person. Yeah, same person.
Okay, always has to be the same.
Yeah.
I don't particularly look at anyone have as gross and boogers than other people, but, go ahead.
Yeah, like, and I was that gross kid. I would dig for treasure, and like that was
To the third nut.
oh man, that was something I had to grow out of because I was a disgusting little fucking kid. But
I'm trying to.
I'll get there.
I guess we know where Tease is going.
Baby steps, buddy, baby steps.
Oh god, dude! But now I don't have a visceral reaction like Jason does to that. But that is just absolutely fucking disgusting. And wait, so the first one was every week?
Every week for 10 minutes with the fart helmet or 2 good boogers.
A week.
A week. For a month.
For a month.
Yeah. So you're doing it 4 times.
God, dude.
5 some weeks. It's like a payday thing. Sometimes you get 5 paychecks in a month.
I may just because of the instantaneous it's over, I'd probably just do the boogers, which fucking makes my stomach churn just thinking about it. But I don't know if I could do 10 minutes inside a fart mask.
See, the thing about it is, I don't think the boogers are instantaneous over. I think you taste them for a week. You know what I'm saying?
It would be in my head the rest of my life. Like, that's my problem. Is I couldn't get over.
I'm going
it.
with the fart helmet.
Shit, I had the wrong one.
I'm going with the fart helmet too. I can't eat someone else's boogers. I have no problem.
You're
If
talking
it
about
was
the
my
booger.
booger?
You're talking about the boogers lasting for a week. You're in there for 10 minutes. That shit's in your hair. That
Yeah, but you
shit's-
could shower afterwards.
You have to instantly shower. You have no choice at
Because
this point.
there's gonna be vomit in the bowl. You know what I'm saying? The bowl is gonna slowly fill. You could drown technically if it's you. Technically, if you start farting in that thing, the puke's gonna rise quickly.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put
saying,
a
like-
nose hole or something.
Yeah,
to go through.
you're gonna have to have an air.
That shit, you might have to like every week shave your fucking head because
Oh
that's
no,
gonna
shampoo can
stay.
get the fart out.
Shampoo can can get the fart
10
out.
minutes of lingering. That's
I don't
marinating,
know.
buddy.
That is a marination.
And you with that beard,
Yeah, that's no good. No
you'd be a
good.
pedophile 10 minutes later.
Pedo J.
Pedophile.
You'd be shaving it off.
I don't know if I could.
The Juggalos got Shaggy, Violent J. You'd be
I'm
Pedo
going with
J.
the fart helmet. Jason and I agree with that. Matt's eating boogers. So what would you do?
Yeah,
listeners?
out there, public. What would you do? Fucking
you do?
eat boogers, or would you?
You know what hairy guy would do? He would eat the
Both.
boogers, and then he'd go out and take his mind off it by tossing some steel tip.
Some steel tip.
Fag.
Jeez, God, you're rude. Anyways,
Excited and disappointed with myself because I take pride in remembering jokes. This is one of my favorite jokes from my whole life, and I've never told it on the podcast.
he was very proud of the fact that he would have a joke this week that he'd never told.
I'm going to laugh when he told it last week.
I haven't told this one ever because when my buddy reminded me of the joke, I was like, oh my God, one of my favorite jokes, and it's never fucking come up. So here it goes. There's a truck driver. He's an over-the-road trucker.
Over the road. Huh?
Yeah, he's over the road. He's gone from his house for up to a month at a time, which is hard on his marriage and all that stuff. So he's out for a month, and his boss surprises him by telling him his last couple loads got canceled. He gets to go home early. So he decides he's going to surprise his wife. He's not going to tell her he's coming home. So he's driving home in the middle of the night. It's like 4 a.m. He's real excited. He gets to his street. He turns the lights to his truck off. He turns the motor off, and he coasts in front of his house. So he doesn't wake her up. Tiptoes upstairs. He goes into his room. He lifts up the blanket. He pulls her underwear off, and he starts playing with her pussy. Okay? Well, she's sound asleep, but she starts moving and gyrating a little bit, and she's getting into it. Next thing you know, he's licking her pussy. Well, she stays asleep, but she's coming all over his face. She's fucking hosing him down. He looks like a donut. He's licking her butthole. He's fingering her butt while he licks her clit. She's going absolutely crazy. She comes 4 or 5 fucking times.
In her sleep?
In her sleep. And he's like, he's gooey, he's all this stuff, and he goes, fuck, this is pretty cool. She didn't wake up. I'm going to go downstairs, have a beer, take a shower, and climb in bed with my wife. So he goes downstairs, he grabs himself a beer, and he goes upstairs, walks into the bathroom, and there's his wife getting in the shower. He goes, oh, baby, I didn't mean to wake you. She goes, I'm happy you're home, but you got to be quiet. He's like, why? He said, well, your mother came to visit. She's in our bed sleeping.
Oh, God. I mean, that's disgusting, but at the same time, it makes no goddamn sense at all. How could you not tell the difference between your mother's pussy and your wife's pussy?
Pitch dark, dude.
Doesn't matter.
That's a fucking great joke. Do not piss on that joke. The only way you can make it worse is you could say, hey, our daughter came home from college. She's in our room sleeping. But I prefer the mother.
That's a good one. I like that one better.
But I prefer that. I haven't told that joke ever on the podcast. It's one of my favorites. And the first thing that happens to every man that hears that joke is his mom's head pops into his fucking head.
That didn't happen for me. I went straight to the improbability of the joke.
It's not improbable.
Yes, it is.
Are you that talented where you could tell a difference in a pussy in the dark?
It probably just wouldn't be the pussy. There's legs. There's everything around it. There's belly.
Black. Don't fucking piss on this joke. That's
I agree
one
with
of my
Jason.
favorite jokes.
It's rapey to begin with.
Your mother came to visit. She's in our room sleeping.
I couldn't imagine getting off on the fact that someone stayed asleep and cummed while they're sleeping.
It's called a wet dream. Nocturnal emission, if you will.
Nocturnal emission. I think that's a display at the zoo.
No. That's
That's the bad exhibit
Yeah,
at the zoo.
it's the bad exhibit. Oh, shit.
Well, I'm just happy I came up with a joke that I've never told before. One of my faves. Thanks, Bob.
Good job. Hey, do you even have a fuck you? Because I don't.
No. This week, everybody was fairly pleasant in my life.
Wow.
Oh, wait, I do.
Oh, shit.
I got one.
Here
I got a good fuck you.
Oh, man.
That went
Let's
crazy.
see.
Everyone was pleasant till I got a good fuck you.
Yeah.
I just thought about it.
He was at Kroger.
What race do you think it is?
Fuck you, McDonald's.
Oh, yes.
On North Bend.
That McDonald's does suck. I've
and
been
West
there.
Fork.
Yep, I know
Okay.
exactly what you're talking about.
I take my kid there the other day, get him a Happy Meal. A fucking Happy Meal. I get it. He pulls the nuggets out, and there's a hair sticking out of the fucking box.
Okay, that can happen.
Okay, it can happen. So I say, hey, there's a hair in this fucking thing sticking out of the box. I had to go in to do it. Okay? I go in,
You've already done more than I would have.
and what I did, just to test these fuckers, and I don't know why I did it, is I bent the corner of the flap on the box to know if they gave me the right fucking the same box back.
Mm-hmm. I
They gave
test
me
the
the
people do
same
that all the
fucking
time.
box. They gave me the same fucking box back.
I took the hair out.
They pulled the hair out, didn't replace the food, I'm sure of it. So you know what I did? I opened up the fucking thing when she gave it to me. I pulled the box out. I saw the bend. I said, never mind, you fucking keep it. And I walked out of there.
You shot them.
Fuck them. It was a fucking hair, dude. That's gross.
Dude, I'm picking that hair out and finishing my meal. If there's more than one
Then
hair,
eat my booger then.
that's a hair and a booger?
A hair?
A hair?
You know how much shit floating around gets caught in people's hairs?
What if she just had a bubble of farts
What
for
if
10
he
minutes?
had his hand down his pants?
don't-
What if it was a pube?
Well, then
My pubes don't curl.
You don't have pubes.
I've ate fast food.
Right, but when they grow, they don't curl. They're straight.
I feel like when you go to the fast food place, you give up your ability or your you
Rights as a consumer?
Yes.
Oh, you mean here's my money, but give me whatever the
You're
fuck you
feeding
want to
your-
eat?
Yes. There's a hair in it. This guy's making $10. You think he gives
He's
a
not
fuck if
making
it's hair?
$10 anymore. Now he's making 17.
That's 10 basically.
Mic drop on that one. I'm not eating somebody's fucking hair, and
You
I'm
don't have
certainly
to
not
eat-
feeding it to my kid.
Whatever. You don't have to eat someone's hair, but I'm just saying I'm also like, all right, well, shit happens. Pick it out and I'll eat it.
I bet you they didn't even dump out the nuggets and give him new nuggets.
Oh, 100% didn't.
They just pulled the hair out and said, here you go, sir, and we really apologize
That's
for that.
exactly
well,
what
go
they did.
fuck yourself.
There's a reason they work at McDonald's.
You're really labeling people, but that's my fuck you of the day.
As I tell that person to fuck off.
Fuck you, guy. Be nicer to
He's
him.
got dignity.
Hey, but I will fuck your wife if you sit on your hands.
And as long as you don't have to, think about your cum being eaten later.
Well, it's nice having Matt here.
Mugu guy pan. What? Your cum like an egg drop soup?
My cum?
Yeah.
My cum's more watery than most people's, I think. I got a lot of seminal fluid in there. What I mean is if
You always got to be special, don't you?
No, my cum's not going
Even when
to...
it comes to cum.
I can't
Yeah.
come against a wall and have it stay there for 20 minutes.
The guy
Mine's
notoriously-
gonna drip down.
Who's coming against the wall and have it stay there
Right.
for 20 minutes?
Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff is like glue.
My fuck you to Jeff for existing, so I have to
It
hear
took
about him.
forever to get out of his chest hair back in the day.
Oh, God. Jeff never
chest
comes on
hair.
you?
No, he never came on me.
Then how did you see it so often?
I've watched him pump on a girl's titties a couple of times. It was in my youth. Hey, don't judge me for mistakes I made. People can change.
And you think someone's gay for playing darts. Anyways,
I
that's
didn't
our
say
show
gay.
this week.
That was
We're
my-
out of here. We got some guests coming up here soon. We got Serge Aries coming back in. We got Alex Cadell coming in, who's an MMA fighter. For people that don't know him, we just know him as the little weirdo, and he's awesome.
Greatest MMA pictures.
The Goblin.
Ever.
He does.
Yeah.
I
So
like his new tattoo.
we're looking forward to that. He's also bringing in a weird friend, so we'll see
We
what
like
happens.
weird
Yeah, you
friends.
never know what's going to happen. Ryan and Brandon will be back here probably in a few weeks. Whoopi will be back again. Last time she sucked. We're going to tell her to be funnier this time.
And we're trying real hard to get Bill Burr in.
Yeah, and Bill Burr will probably be here in December. So until then, don't drink Cosby's offerings, all right? See you later, fuckfaces.
You can kindly fuck